Kia ora, world. How are we? Madeline Lee here, coming to you live from Righteous Stigma. Just going to share the live, then let's talk, baby. Just want to come and talk into a little bit of sabotage, since I've just experienced some sabotage with myself today. Like some avoidance and some delay that I've been having. I just recorded my beautiful self-care meditation. I've been creating a delicious free self-care pack to gift my clients and people that need some support with self-care. But I had a lot of resistance there, a lot of fear, a lot of just avoidance and fear that I'm gonna do it wrong, and a lot of perfectionism and all the crap come up actually. And then I've just re-recorded a second training for a mini course that I am going to be selling for $27. It's like a little three-day mini mindset course that I'm gonna sell to people if they're feeling on the fence of working with me. It's a smaller amount and it's a smaller commitment. It's 3 days, and I have been putting off recording it for like 2 months and it was literally on limiting beliefs. So I've just recorded it, and I've been working on, I work with my clients and myself around limiting beliefs every fucking day for like the last probably 2.5 years. I'm always focusing on that, and so what did I name it? Click, do it, try, rather than stalling, avoiding. Every time you do it can strengthen you a little more. So if you're joining me today, say kia ora, say hello. Would love to know that you're here. Madeline Lee from Righteous Stigma. Sorry, I was just sharing the link of the live stream. But today I just want to come and talk into, so I have just recorded my self-care meditation for my free self-care pack. I was going to say medication then because I was so excited, which I've been putting off for ages. And then I've just recorded a training on limiting beliefs, subconscious mind, and how limiting beliefs can impact our life, hold us back, and make us live in fear and resentment and guilt and all the things. But the reason I've come on today to say click, do it, just try it, just go for it, is because I have been avoiding doing these two things for quite a while, because to be honest, in the moment before recording them, I was like, I don't actually know why. I'm just stalling. I'm just not ugh. And I suppose I wanted to share with you guys that I have it too, that I am perfectly imperfect, just as human as everyone in this world. And I had it come up big time today. I've been puttering around my room, doing other things, but the screen was all ready to record that limiting belief training. But then I was like, oh, I might need to eat something. Do I need to pee again? Maybe I won't record it yet. And just kept on fucking avoiding. And I was like, bro, why are you avoiding, Maddie? Just hurry up, just click and do it. You know this stuff. But it was my ego mind, or my subconscious mind, and all the things and the sabotage just coming in. And it was like, what if I don't record it that well? What if I say something wrong? What if someone disagrees with me? What if the definition that I have for subconscious mind isn't what someone else has? And all of these things. And I was like, oh my god, Maddie, fucking shut up. If people, literally fighting with myself in my head. And I was like, okay, just shush and record it. People that are not aligned with you, that are not, that don't feel drawn to your stuff, they will go away, or they need to unfollow you. They need to walk away and go and find someone that works for them, or go and worry about whatever they're doing and focus on themselves. So I suppose I'm packing those layers of what's happened for me today. It's click, do it, try it, and just get over those things and just choose to do it. because it's almost like that fear of failure. Like there's so many elements in what I just explained that I had today. So I like probably avoided for about 3 hours today before I recorded the training that I need to release this course that I am releasing. And I avoided for about 3 hours, and now I'm thinking about, okay, so fear of judgment, yeah. Fear of judgment, fear of people teaching it in a different way than me, having different bits of information, a different style, the words I use, if I swear, is people going to like me, or they're not going to like me, so all of that stuff. And in one sense, I'm like, yeah, I don't care, because I don't care. I'm like, people that are made for me will come to me, the people that aren't won't. But then at the same time, there's still like those limiting beliefs, funny enough, those limiting beliefs and sabotage are still running along the side just to test me, just to see if I'm awake, if that makes sense. So I want to come and talk into today that click and do it anyway. Like really just jump into it. The meditation thing too, I've got like 2 meditation packs that I want to make up that I've already had the names for the meditations drop in. I know what intention and energy I want behind them. So I know why they are going to be useful to create, to give to my clients. And then I wrote in my intuitive tribe community, and I was like, how do you guys write your meditations? How do they come out? How do you record them? Like, I'm almost there, like I'm sitting on the fence and I want to do them, but there's something blocking me. What is it? And it's literally my own mind. And a few ladies commented on it and they were like, Maddie, just do it. And then if it's not how you feel, you delete it, and then you've practiced it and you've got better. And the thing is, I know that. That's what I encourage my clients to do all the time. But it shows that we are human. That we are human, and that we all have that come into our mind, and it tests us, and then it grows us, and then there's lessons within it. So the message I want to share with you guys today, if you are joining me live or on the replay, I just want, I suppose, to encourage you that if there is something that you are avoiding in your life, if there is that thing that you really don't want to do because you don't know, or you think you don't know how to do it, or you're not good enough, or you don't have enough skills, and all of the things, or you might fail because you don't know how to do it, I want to encourage you to just do it anyway, because you're going to learn something from it. It's not about, it's almost, so I almost want to say it's not always about just achieving the thing. It's like the experience of what you're going to learn by just clicking and doing it anyway. Or I specifically am talking about clicking and doing it anyway because my business is online, but it may not be the same for you. So you might be able to translate that into your own life, your own career, your own parenting, your own personal things, your relationships. Like when we feel uncomfortable, I've actually had a lot of I suppose clients and people coming to me and really in relationships and things in their life that aren't serving them anymore, that they're ready, like they're telling me all this, they're like I'm ready, like I'm ready to be free of this, I'm ready to step into something new. And I've just been holding space for them, because when they're ready and they take that leap to move into it, yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable, yeah, you're going to have to grieve it, yeah, it's going to be a detachment, and you might feel like it's a loss, but it's also not, it's a gain, and we transform and we learn so many lessons through feeling that fear and going, oh, and then just jumping and feeling the fear and just moving, just making moves, taking steps, and not analyzing back and forth if we know enough and this and that and the other, just like really tuning into our heart space and into where we are. And we're like, well, what is fear? My coach Hannah always says, what's the next most aligned, soul aligned step that I can take? When I get chaotic in my head and I'm creating and I'm doing all these different things and stuff like that. And I'm always asking me that, like asking me that, like what's my next step that I need to do, because there's so much going on. And it's like right now it's like my website, but to get my website up, I've got all these other things, and that's why I was doing the meditation and the training and stuff today. And if I can get one little thing done every day, then it's going to be up and it's going to be live. So I suppose I wanted to share that, like, just a reminder that all of our our sabotaging thoughts, they come in and they try and make us avoid when we've got perfectionism, and learning to trust and know that you have intelligence and you have wisdom, you have intuition, regardless of whether you've strengthened it or not, or whether you believe that you have intuition or not. You fucking do. We're all born with it. All of those things, it's learning to reignite the trust within ourselves, and really choose to trust ourselves and universe and step through into that space, if that makes sense. It's, yeah. Yeah, baby, we get shot sideways by our sabotage sometimes, and I've been having that come in at the moment, but I'm wondering if it's because I've spent a bit of time surrounding myself lately with some people that have quite limiting mindsets, and I haven't protected my energy so well or strengthened it, because I do find that, like, if I spend time with my tribe that has a very open, limitless mindset and approach and energy in life of like, yeah, go get it, you can do anything, yeah, you can do that, you can learn, yep, Google that, find that out, ask your mentor, this is how you do it, share your gifts, and move into it. When I surround myself, whether it's physically or through my phone, through connection, if the people are embodying this energy that I'm spending time with, talking with, connecting with, even my clients, like, that I'm guiding through all their things, when they're so opportunistic and they're getting out there and they're doing this and like, well, how do I solve this, Maddie? What do I do with this? Okay, yeah, cool, now I've achieved this. And it's all opportunistic. It's expansive. When we're surrounded in that energetically in some form or way, it almost like feeds us and food for soul. It keeps us going. But then when we spend time or energetic space or connection with others that, I suppose, live in a more limiting view on life, it can really, I suppose, impact us if we don't protect our energy correctly. And I'm wondering if that's what's happened a little bit with me this last week or so, as well. And it's not, I suppose it's not putting shame or blame on anyone is what I want to say, but you can definitely see the difference between the people that you spend time with. And there's that cliche thing that, if you haven't heard it before, that the 5 most closest people to you in your life that you spend the most time with are a reflection of you, and that's, you know, you guys mirror each other. And I'm going, oh yeah, because when I spend time with people that light me up, that fuel me up, and they're like on this mission, and they're like, yeah, I'm doing this in my business, or yeah, I'm fucking doing this in my career, or my parenting skills have got way better, or oh my god, I just left a relationship of 10 years and I've stepped into myself and fuck me, I feel real, I feel myself, I feel like I can be who I am. When I spend time with people like that, it just keeps lighting my fire, and we like bounce off each other. And then when I surround myself with people that are like, well, you can't do that. Well, Maddie, that's not going to be very safe. Maddie, do you have enough money for that? Really? And like all the doubting things come out. Then I'm wondering, is that why my sabotage has just been really, really strong this week? Because it's all limiting beliefs. And that is not a blame thing on the other people, and of course I still want to spend time with them as well, because I heard someone say the other day about people saying that why would you want to spend time with people that are negative, or that have limiting beliefs, or that have are having struggles or depression or anxiety, and how do you deal with, or how do you work with people like this every day, Maddie? And I was like, well, because I am that person too. We all are. We all have dark and light. We all have sabotaging thoughts and serving ones, and they all mix, and we all are one, and it's part of it. Like, to again step away from this judgment or the stigma of that person's low or in a limiting mindset. What, so does that mean I would just give up on them and I would not spend time with them No, it doesn't, but it does mean the lesson in this for me this week, through this energy and this sabotaging thoughts that I've just had coming up today, is I need to work on strengthening my energy protection of myself and coming back to alignment of what's right for me and the truth for me and what I believe in my belief systems, and come back to self-care again, so that I can look after myself but still spend time with the other people in my life that I suppose aren't, they're on the lower vibrations of the scale, or the out tides of the waves, when the waves of life come in and they go out and they're great and then they're not, and all of those things. That way it means I can still fill my cup and spend my time loving and nourishing those people, whether it's in my professional life or my personal life. Comes back to self-care, to center, to learning how to focus on protecting my energy and learning to hold and clear my energy strongly, that's a word, strong and certain, and still hold space in a way that I look after myself, which at the same time I'm like, 2 years ago I wouldn't have been able to do what I can do now. There's no way. And then people are like, well, damn, Maddie, you've had 2 years of practicing this. And I'm like, yeah, okay. That makes sense. But I look back to 2 years ago and how I used to try and help people and things, but I hadn't helped myself, that I needed the fucking help. I was trying to help and fix and save everyone else so that it would kind of fix me in a sense, because I would feel validated and I'd feel worthy that I'd helped everyone else, but really I was dying inside and I didn't even know how to look after myself. I didn't respect myself. I didn't self-care for myself. So other people didn't reflect the same thing because I didn't even know how to look after myself. And it's like, if we don't know how to look after ourselves, how can we expect anyone else to look after us as well? Like, we are a mirror image of the people around us, and at the same time I'm almost triggering myself saying that. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So coming back to like self-care and protecting our own energy and not blaming outwardly that someone else brought you down today or blah, 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 blah. There's a difference between going, there's a lot of heavy energy around at the moment. I'm supporting a lot of people that are going through some really deep, hard stuff. Kia ora, Pamela, how are you? Pamela says, yep, here ya. Yeah, definitely. And I'm just talking into Pamela about like sabotage, because I had some big sabotage come in today, which isn't very common for me. Of course, I'm natural, I'm human, it comes in, but this extent of me avoiding doing a limiting belief training recording for my courses, for my website today, and I just kept avoiding it because I realized I had like fear of, do I not know enough? Do I not, is this information even enough? Am I giving them enough? What am I doing? Do they even want to hear what I've got to say? Or should I shut up? People don't want to hear what I want to say. Like all the sabotaging thoughts around self-worth. And I've strengthened it so well, but then I've spent a bit of time with a different variety of people and talking with a different variety of people that I don't usually always this closely, and it's like I've allowed their lower vibration to kind of absorb into me a little bit more. So coming back to self-care and coming back to how do I protect my energy, how do I cleanse my energy from everyone else's feelings, emotions, heaviness, trauma, depression, anxiety, etc. Pamela says, I'm good, lovely. That's great to hear. Wonderful to have you here today. Yeah, it is. It's big, and my mentor, she did a psychic reading for me the other day, and her mantra to me for the time was something like 99.9% of everything is not mine, or of these feelings is not mine, was what came through my psychic reading. And it was something, I can't remember the particular words, but it was like something like 99.9% of all these things I'm feeling are not mine. And so that's reminding me, after having this sabotaging thoughts today, that, oh my God, I can't record a meditation, blah, blah, blah. And I have such an unstoppable unstoppable outlook on life that I have created for myself, that even if I think I can't do something, I'm just going to fucking do it anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, that's the normality of Madeline Lee, is that I don't fucking know. Like, you can ask me to go on a hunting trip and I'll be like, fuck, I've never held a gun before, but I'll go. Or I'll be like, oh, Maddie, do you want to drive the boat? Yeah, I'll drive the boat, but I'm not sure how, you know. Or anything, trying something new usually would never ever hold me back. And then in this sense today, doing this training recording where I was getting sabotaging thoughts over and over and over again, that, oh, Maddie, like, maybe you should just go to the bathroom and eat something, and blah, 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 and avoiding doing this training recording today that I've already done before. I've already recorded it before, but Facebook wouldn't let me download it because I had music in the background, so it said that I was stealing. So I had to re-record it for my website. So I don't know why. Well, I do, because I've just explained it, but I was almost like, why? Why am I having this sabotage when I teach limiting beliefs within the subconscious mind every single day with my clients, and I practice it with myself? And today I'm like, oh, like avoiding it, judging myself. And then I thought the other two trainings, they're already recorded and I downloaded them. I was wondering, maybe it's because those recordings I recorded a year ago and today I'm recording it now, and I looked at how much I've changed and my perception has changed and how much I've grown. And so I was almost comparing, and I was going, the people that buy this course, oh, they're going to have Maddie here and then Maddie a year ago, and that's so fucking different. And I was like judging myself, oh, will they not think it's good enough? Do I need to re-record all 3 trainings again if I'm going to sell this? Do I need to re-record them again and again? And I'm going, Maddie, you don't need to, bro. Like, all the information's there. Don't waste another 2 hours when you could be recording something else and getting the information out to help the world, to help your purpose, to help your business, to help your clients, to help your soul tribe. Like, just do it and stop sabotaging yourself and doubting yourself and just trust. And I embody in my work to let go of perfectionism, probably because I have big parts of me that is perfectionism. So I challenge myself, but I also want to show humanness. It's like that cliche judgment of social media, how, you know, often we're like, oh, well, we have a fake life on social media that no one sees. You know, we just post that I bought a house, I had a baby, I have a great career, and here's my marriage. And then behind the scenes, baby's ill, I'm depressed, partnership's not working out, and it's all that fake kind of, you know, social media stigma or hidden, you know, stuff. And I think when I come on my business in social media, I deeply want to step away from that perfectionism more, because I know that I'm fully human, that I'm perfectly imperfect, and that we are all human, that we all go to the toilet every day, that we all have highs and we all have lows. We've all had times where we've had money, or then we've had none, or that we've been, you know, maybe happy, maybe sad, maybe you haven't all had all the things, but we've had a variety of humanness, that we live human experience. And I know that when I sign on to working with someone that is going to change my life, how I choose to be in my lifestyle and my being, like my coach Hannah Andrews, who I work with at the moment, I love how she shares all of herself, that she doesn't filter and fake anything. She just shows the fuck up exactly how she is, who she is, and she's so human. And I had already embodied that kind of before I had come to her, but she just enhanced that even more for me, because I am in this tribe container with her where she allows you to be all of you, and that you can be your authentic self. It is incredible, but it's like, I've gone on a real tangent here today, but I have a feeling that it can support you in some formal way, and it supports me to be able to share it around that. You know, we flow in different ways around sabotage. And today I've had big sabotage come up over something so little that I teach every day. It's not so little, but it's like a pass the table salt kind of thing that I teach around limiting beliefs and subconscious mind, and what I tell myself and my mind around being unstoppable, and how 2-3 years ago I 2-3 years ago, I would have just sat in my room and just like been like, oh, well, I'm on the sickness benefit, no one loves me, I have genital herpes, I've lost my nursing career, no one loves me, I'm out of fucking control with my emotions. I actually want to share, I'm going to share a little something with you guys too. So this this exercise is from the training that I've just recorded again, but I wrote these back in 10th of July 2020. So it's like a transforming limiting beliefs into new beliefs exercise that I have in one of my courses. But there was so you write down all your limiting beliefs. If you don't know what a limiting belief is, then go and have a search up for it. I'm actually going to have my mini 3-day mindset coaching course up live soon, and I teach all about limiting beliefs in there as well. But you write down all your limiting beliefs, and then you transform them and rephrase them into new beliefs. So more positive, opportunistic, more serving, more kind of open-ended, open-minded, rather than restricted, and kind of more negatively impacting the way that limiting beliefs do. So the first limiting belief I had is I get uncontrollable with my emotions. So that was being nice to myself, because the wording I would have really used back then in 2020 would be, I'm fucking psycho and I'm chaotic and I'm fucking angry and I'm out of control, I'm psycho. Like, that's what it would have been. And then my transformed new belief was, I feel each emotion and I choose how to process each emotion. So transforming them. There was another one. Yeah. This is hard work and taking me so much time. Will I ever get there? And then the new belief was, I work from my passion, it then flows from my truth, I make moves, everything happens exactly as it's meant to. And then I want to share 2 more just because they interest me so much, and I feel like some of you may relate to this. So limiting belief, the universe just never wants me to have sex ever again, my vulva is cursed. So this was through my herpes diagnosis, and then I got chlamydia again and things like that as well. So it was debilitating as shit. So what did I say? The universe just never wants me to have sex ever again, my vulva is cursed. So I was really like hated on my body and myself, and just thought I would never have sex again, that no one would ever love me again, that I was done, that I was ruined. So again, there's like external people's limiting belief and stigma and judgment and societal fucking conditionings that have told me that I'm not good enough because of a label of an STI that I've embodied. And then the new belief that I transformed it into, there was 2 actually. So I welcome healthy sexual experiences, partners, and self-exploration into my vulva and womb space. And then the second one was, I am made for pleasurable, loving, and respectful sexual engagement, which was real big. And then the last one I wanted to share with you guys was the limiting belief was, why does no one want me? So again, that was pretty gentle on myself. The actual core limiting belief of that one, why does no one want me, would be more like, why the fuck doesn't anyone love me? No one gives a shit about me, no one cares about me or does anything. Like, that was what the limiting belief was really embodying back there in 10th of July 2020. How crazy is that? And then the new beliefs that I transformed it into were, the right peoples will come and go from my world when they are meant to, and I am all I need, anyone else is an additional bonus. So that was real. If you're just joining us online, just talking about transforming limiting beliefs into new, more opportunistic beliefs. But those were really big for me, and I look at those now and I'm like, they don't even touch me now, because I have consistently practiced over and 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 over again. So I have reprogrammed my belief systems of myself and my external world and the world around us. But it takes fucking work. So that was a bit of a ramble, but it was a delicious one. So if you are finding that you're having self-sabotage at the moment, whether it's in personal life, relationships, in business, in fucking anything life, and you are sabotaging yourself, well, you are avoiding, but I'm not sure, I can't really do that, or I've never done it before, so I might fail, I don't have enough money, what if people think I'm stupid, what if I'm wronged? That's a big one that's been coming up lately, like people wronging other people, like, oh, but you're not doing it right, or you didn't do it for an hour, you were supposed to do it for an hour, you only done 45, so wronging people. I'm like, oh my god, just let people do the things so that they feel achieved, that they feel like they, you know, that praise of that you've turned up and you've given it a fucking shot, and that nothing is actually wrong. It's right for you, and no one else. Only you know what's right for you. I want to say keep clicking, keep doing it, keep leaping, keep choosing and jumping into the things that you're avoiding, because we learn so many lessons, even if we fail first attempt in learning, or if we don't know what we're doing. A cliche one I get too is at my twerk classes and dance classes and things like that, is people will say to me, well, Maddie, I can't twerk. And I'm like, well, that's the whole point. Come and join. It's about coming into yourself, into your body, seeing what your body likes in the music, how you move, how you can move, and what works for you, and what you enjoy. It's about stepping out and deciding, what have I learned about that? Oh yeah, it's a dance class. So lots of people think it's like a physical dance class, and I'm like, yeah, it is. But what is it teaching you about your self-worth, about what you think about yourself, about your sense of self, your connection or disconnection from yourself, the sabotage, the past trauma or holding or limiting beliefs or the fears you have, the insecurities you have, so you can unpack them and bring awareness into them, so that then you can start building them and creating more happiness, more sense of self-worth, more confidence, more deliciousness in your life. Okay, that was such a big waffle. If you are wanting to come and spend some time with me or work with me, I have my psychic readings that are open at the moment, and I will be launching my 3-day course hopefully next week, and my website hopefully. I'm pushing hard. If you would like to talk about working with me one-on-one, send me a private message and we can talk about options that I have open that would work for you. If you have any burning questions or you just want to talk about limiting beliefs, then send me a message. I love you all. Have a beautiful afternoon, and thank you for joining me. Ta-ta!